here I'm going to be taking you through my workout as I'm working around a broken toe. Um, but I'm using it as a time to address some weak points, things I haven't been going over in my training that I should be going over. So here I'm working on internal hip rotation, and I'm just trying to get a strong contraction. I'm not really doing this for reps, but around 20 to 30 seconds. And I'm also using it to prepare my body plus my mind for the workout at hand. So now you see that I switch sides, same thing. I'm just doing a couple of reps with actually, full rotation here, just to kind of see if there's any sticking points, just to get into a better position before I go into that full contraction. So there's nothing special about this, except this is stuff that even me as a coach, knowing better, I still avoid. After this, I think I'm going into some dead bugs where I'm trying to be more flexed, but it doesn't. I am not fully used to the movements because I don't do it all too often. So I'm kind of like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands and my arms there. So you see, it takes me a minute to kind of get into a groove here, but the goal of this is really I'm just trying to contract the abs. The range of motion is actually pretty. I'm not trying to get too deep here, but as you can see, I'm more in a crunched position or a flex position. And actually, in watching this video, there's so much that I can see that needs to be cleaned up. Now I'm moving into contraction. I'm going into some knee flexion along with some hip extension. And even in this, I can see I need my knee to be more flexed. The hip extension, I believe, is okay, but right as I raise up, I need to raise that up a little bit more than I did. And I did notice it on this side as well. But again, this is what I'm doing prior to getting into my starting with seated hamstring curl. But with this, I can really tell I want to be in a more flexed position, and it's good to film yourself to see this kind of thing. And so with this, I'm not trying the weight. I think I have 30 or 40 pounds on here. I'm just doing a few partials and then very slow, full range of motion. If my muscles weren't awake, then there'd be something seriously wrong. But for the lack of a better term, I am just trying to wake up my body here and really more so connect with how I'm feeling, especially given this week I did drop a weight on my foot, broke my big toe in 2 places. So I'm really trying to see how I feel before moving into, normal working sets and using heavier weights. So you can see just I'm doing, a few partials and then some full range of motion stuff, but with a lot of intention as opposed to just, cranking them out. Not really. Now, just jumped into my working set, which everything felt pretty good in this, and I didn't feel any pressure in my foot or my toe, which I was pretty happy with. But obviously, I'm not loading my foot directly, especially with anything I would have to balance. Now, I went into a cable kickback. I didn't film both sides on this. This is just my right side, but you can't see, but I'm actually on the outside of my foot. Did feel pretty stabilized. I felt comfortable with the movement. Really trying to hit the glutes here. Really, my exercise pool for legs is limited. So, but I'm hitting the glutes in their shortened position here. I actually like this movement. I've added it in recently. Still trying to dial in technique with this. Now, yeah, I jumped into leg extensions after this. This machine, you can see I have like a love-hate with this machine because it doesn't fit me well. I really have to shift my body a lot to stay in position, and when you're trying to move heavier loads, that's one thing you don't really want to have to worry about, is you want to lock in and then just focus on the movement, not have to constantly adjust and shift yourself to hit the exercise. Now, this is the last exercise I performed, which is some seated hip adduction. In this is from the hip flex position. It is also good to do this with a cable movement standing, just so you can hit that in, a couple of different ways. But overall, this is what I did for a day. I actually didn't film my standing single leg calf raises, but aside from that, I'm just adjusting. It's more so for the lower body than upper body, although I cannot use free weights, especially given my foot. So it's really all machines with the upper body, but I will film that and show you that as well.